Okay, so yeah, it looks like you've got an environment built. It The camera angles aren't really that thoughtful or interesting. You've got like a wide, and a medium, but I think you could think more about the composition of those. Um, I wanted to talk to you about your file organization because you should be using a Maya project folder. If we go to module 1 um, and on page 6, it talks about setting up and using projects. And here's a video that shows it. And a project is like a set of folders where you create a new project and then it makes all these subfolders in it. And you should put your scene files in the scenes directories and your texture images in the source images directory. And then before you open the file, you need to set project, and then go to your and then browse and hit set, and then so you should be putting all your files in the proper folders and then setting your project before you open them. And when I go to open yours, so I've got all these different folders. So let's look at these one by one. In here, it goes to the default folder. So what I think is that you never set your project and you just have it set to the default folder. So that's why it's putting that in there. Then here is under Mudbox, you have this light probe file. So I don't even think you need that. I would probably just remove that from my textures unless we could see what it's linked to. Um, let's just look at textures. Boy, there's a lot in here. I wonder if any of these are unused. You could use, what is it, edit, delete unused nodes. There's still a lot. Let's just type EXR, or just gonna do star EXR star. No, I won't find it. What's it called? Horizon? Star Horizon. No, that's not helping. So yeah, I don't know where it is, but you could try to find that and get rid of that. And then you have this, and you're using those from here. These brush images for some textures, so you should like copy those into your source images directory and then relink those. And then finally you have this one, but you've got a source images file sitting out by itself, not in the project folder, and then you have this folder and you've got a scenes file, but it's not in the scenes directory. So the source images directory should be inside the project folder. The scenes directory should be inside the project folder. Your scenes should be in your scenes directory. Your source images, that is, say, your texture image, should all be in the same source images file folder. That's all in the same project folder, and you should set your project before you start work. So, and you might say, well, why does it matter? Because I can open my scene and it works. Well, but it doesn't work when you turn it in, because when I open this file, none of the textures are linked. And if I had wanted to make them linked, I'd have to go, file by file and like hunt down. Okay, well, where did he put this texture? Okay, now I have to. All right, let's browse for it, and I have to go search around for it and go in here and file by file, find all the missing textures. So you really need to get your stuff organized. So what are we looking for? I can't even remember. What is this? Wall texture. It's not in here. It's like, how do I find this stuff? It's like, no, it's not there. I just have to be poking and looking around. And it's just not. Wall texture. No, it's not here either. Full wall texture? Ah, okay, there it is. Okay. So, like, after hunting around, and it's smart enough to relink a bunch of the other ones. But look, his textures aren't working. It's just, you have to organize your files. This is no way to work. So, and then generally, apart from that, I think it looks okay. I think it looks a bit sparse. As far as props, I might add some light fixtures, bookshelves, those kinds of things, but it's okay. Maybe, look out for textures like this that have a seam. This is all stretched on the side. You might want to UV map that. Um, yeah, I think you could do a little bit more here, but it's okay. Um, and I think this floor, look how large these boards are compared to him. Like those would be enormous for like a herringbone pattern. So you're going to want to probably increase the UV repeat on this. Um, Something like that looks more realistic. Yeah, so I think you could add more detail. Think about lighting, light fixtures, other stuff that they'd have in there. Um, and check the scale of the couch. Make sure it looks okay sitting on that too. But get your files organized is the big thing.